Hello, my name is Rijul Patel, and this is the Key Turner Aligner for Georgia Institute of Technology, Design and Manufacturing, Project 1, submitted to Dr. Hassan Rashidi, Fall 2024. The intent of this product is to go onto existing keys. As we know, keys are used in everyday life, most commonly from doors and cars, but even to locking sheds or even locking locks. Virtually every bypass where something is closed and opened as well as secured is used with a physical key. However, those that suffer from arthritis or lupus or of old age cannot use this key as efficiently or easily as others can. This is mainly due to the small key head that exists on top of a key. Gripping this key with arthritis is extremely challenging, as putting that much force to turn the key on the head due into a socket makes it nearly impossible. Therefore, the existence of this product is created. Product overview. In the early concept sketching of the Key Turner Aligner, the original intent of this product was to be one singular piece that goes on top of the key. As shown here, this one singular piece would slide the key inside and would be secured with a round split ring connector. Not only is this easy installation for all standard keys, but it can go on top of existing keychains without cluttering them. However, as this demographic is targeted with those with arthritis, aligning the key into the actual keyhole can be extremely difficult as well. Before even able to turn the key, we must get the key inside the door. Thus, the second piece of this product is formed, the aligner. The aligner works very simply. There's two pieces to the aligner that connects together. There's an adhesive backing that goes on top of the doorknob. This extra layer allows the top plate where the aligner goes to turn with the key, providing more stability while turning the key into the key socket. A spring-loaded mechanism is loaded into the base of the plate to allow for this aligner to return back to a neutral state. Installation is also extremely easy, as once the key is put into the aligner, put into the actual secondary piece, the adhesive peeling can be peeled off, and then the whole thing can be aligned and put onto the key fixture by simply inserting the key. What would be left is this aligner onto the actual keyhole, and the key can be easily removed as if it's removed from a normal door. We'll now be looking over some CAD. As shown in the concept sketch, here's the first part of the product. The way it works is extremely simple. The key is inserted into the slot and is aligned with the hole. From there, a loop can be put into the key, both the product and the key itself, to hold it in place. Important parts to point out is that the actual key holder stops well before the ridges of the key, enabling the key to completely go inside the doorknob. Another thing important to point out is that the beveled edges are curved with no sharp edges. This allows for ease of access and holding to better suit the elderly and those that have conditions with lupus and arthritis. Now we move towards the second product. The first product, as shown before, is inserted into the second product. Once it reaches the end of the product, the whole mechanism is able to rotate. This rotation along the outside border gives over 3 inches of lever mechanism to allow for those who would struggle with arthritis or lupus to turn the key without an issue, compared to the 0.5 inches of space given with the actual key head. And once the key is removed, it can go back into its normal resting position, ready to be inserted once again. The manufacturing processes and materials used to create this Key Turner Aligner were kept at a minimal cost and extremely accessible. The main manufacturing process used is a 3D printer, and the material for this 3D printer to be used is the polylactic acid, or better known as PLA. The reason for this manufacturing process and material is that it's cost efficient and extremely accessible. The spring in the base, however, will be made out of hardened steel. And the reason for this is that almost all springs in today's world are made with hardened steel, which is extremely common for springs. Last but not least, adhesive backing will be used will be made of acrylic adhesive, which is a 3M patented item. 3M being renowned for all their command strips and sticky items will be the ideal fit for this product. Now let's get into some advantages of this product and why it would be useful for those that struggle from arthritis or that are in a older demographic. The main advantage is that the older demographic or those with arthritis or lupus joint pains will help relieve their pains when turning the key. As shown in this picture, once again as mentioned before, the key head is extremely tiny. Compared to this man's fingernail, it's almost half an inch. But as shown in the product previously, the lever mechanical advantage can be increased to 3.5 to 2.5 inches. Another advantage of this product is the ease of installation. As mentioned before, the product is installed by first inserting the key into the actual accessory, which would then be put into the aligner. That whole contraption will then be put onto the doorknob, which then after the adhesive has been stuck onto the doorknob or keyhole, the key can be removed and the product is perfectly aligned to the keyhole and ready to use every time. A third advantage is that keys can still be stored in a loop. This helps a lot with those that you want to use their keychains and other keys but don't want to take up extra space and clutter within their bags or pockets. Being able to be stored on a key loop still has the convenience and accessibility of a standard key. Finally, last but not least, this product can be used on virtually any key that has a key knob. With the intent of this product to expand and to include even more non-generic keys, this product can be used, once again, almost everywhere. Now here are some disadvantages of the key. As mentioned before, and will be a factor of improvement for the next iteration of this product, this key attachment does not fit non-standard keys. What that entails is that keys that have larger heads or are shorter and longer than the standardized key used on homes and houses would not work. As well as the adhesive, or one other disadvantage is that the adhesive does not fit onto non-circular knobs or keyholes. If the adhesive or the doorknob or door lock were to be on a square face rather than a circular face, or for example on a skinny face where the actual key knob or key lock hole is not large enough, then this adhesive will not get a proper stick onto the lock and may fall off after a couple of uses. Here are the resources I used for this product. Thank you.